Hello class 8, welcome to your history class. So today I'm going to continue the same chapter, chapter number 3, India in the 18th century from Indian history. Children, in previous class I told you about the later Mughals and the rise of different independent states, and also I told you about the various causes for the decline of Mughal Empire. Right now in today's class I'm going to explain I'm going to tell you about the independent states like Mysore, Bengal, and how Marathas and the Sikh they came into existence, right? So in today's class I'm going to tell you how Bengal and Mysore, the Sikh and the Marathas, how they came into existence and how they made an independent states, right, after the decline of the Mughals. So wasting no time, let's get started. As we all know, like other states like Hyderabad, Awadh, this Bengal gradually broke away from Mughal control under Murshid Quli Khan, who was appointed as the Naib, deputy to the governor of the province. Although never a formal Subedar, Murshid Quli Khan very quickly seized all the power that went with that office. So, in another word, we can say Bengal was made independent state by Murshid Quli Khan, who was the Naib Subedar of that province of Bengal, right? So, like the rulers of Hyderabad and Awadh, he also commanded the revenue administration of the state. So, he had a control, or he was the official of revenue collections, right? So, like other rulers of Hyderabad and Awadh, he also commanded the revenue administration of the state, that means of Bengal. In an effort to reduce Mughal influence in Bengal, what he did, he transferred all Mughal Jagirdars to Odisha, right? So all Mughal officials, he transferred those officials to Odisha and ordered a major reassessment of the revenues of Bengal. And he ordered his officials to recheck or reassess the revenue of Bengal, right? Okay, revenue was collected in cash with great strictness from all zamindars, because revenue had been collected from zamindars, and zamindar had to collect from the peasants and the farmers, right? So that revenue was strictly collected by the officials from zamindars. As a result, many zamindars had to borrow money from bankers and money lenders. Murshid Quli Khan established an efficient administrations and effectively reorganized the revenue system. He reorganized the revenue system and he introduced the Izara system. So what is Izara system? Under this system, he introduced the Izardara system, according to which contracts were given for the collection of revenue. So Izardar system or Izardari system means, under this system, the right to collect taxes was auctioned and given to the highest bidder. So highest bidder means a person. Bidder means a person who pays a lot of amount, right? Or a person who pays who offers a lot or the most money. That is, we call it bidder, right? So under this system, Izardari system, the right was given to that bidder who is, or the right is given to collect taxes to that person who offered or who offers a lot of amount, or who offer the most money, right? So, and that person get a contract for a period of 5 years, right? Okay, that was Izardari system. Now, although he freed himself from central control, he continued to send tribute regularly to the Mughals or the Mughal emperor. He was thus able to maintain peace and succeeded in bringing prosperity to the province of Bengal. He died in 1727. Now, his successors, Sujauddin and Sarfaraz Khan, lacked the capability and or ability to hold the province, hold the state, and Bengal went on to be ruled by one of Sujauddin's able Fauzdar, Alivardi Khan. The reign of Alivardi Khan's successors, Siraj-ud-Dawla and Mir Zafar, is a turning point in the history of India, because it was during this period that Bengal gradually passed into the hands of the British Company. So this event or this period is very important in the Indian history, because this is the time period or it's a turning point in the Indian history, because it was it was that period that the Bengal gradually fragmented, gradually became weak, and gradually this Bengal was passed into the hands of the company, Britishers. Now, next come to the Rajputs. Many Rajput kings, particularly those belonging to Mewar, Udaipur, Marwar, Jodhpur, and Amber, that is Jaipur, had served under the Mughals with distinctions. In exchange, they were permitted to enjoy considerable autonomy in their Watan Jagirs. In the 18th century, these rulers tried to extend their control over adjacent regions. So they try to control adjacent regions, means the states nearby their territory, right? Okay, many of them were involved in factional politics at the Mughal court. So factional politics means there is a group or there is a party, but factional party or factional politics means a party is within a party. So small groups within that organization. So parties within a party. So that's the factional politics. So many were involved, or they were involved in the factional politics at the court of Mughals or Mughal court. Now next, these influential Rajput families claimed the Subedari of the rich provinces of Gujarat and Malwa. Raja Ajit Singh of Jodhpur held the governorship of Gujarat, and Savai Raja Jai Singh of Amber was governor of Malwa. Just underline, Raja Ajit Singh of Jodhpur held as a governorship of the Gujarat, and Savai Raja Jai Singh of Amber was governor of Malwa. These offices were renewed by Emperor Jahandar Shah in 1713. They also tried to extend their territories by seizing portions of imperial territories neighboring their Watan. So they tried to consolidate their position, or they tried to extend their territory by conquering neighboring states or neighboring Watan, neighboring territories or states, right, to their Watan. Watan means to their state, to their territory. Nagar was conquered and annexed to the house of Jodhpur, while Amber seized a large portion of Bundi. Savai Raja Jai Singh founded his new capital at Jaipur and was given the Subedari of Agra in 1722. Maratha campaigns into Rajasthan from the 1740s put severe pressure on these principalities and checked their further expansion. So this is how the Rajput rulers, they consolidated their position in different states, right? Okay, now next is the Sikh. The organization of the Sikh into a political community during the 17th century held in regional state building in the Punjab. Several battles were fought by Guru Gobind Singh against the Rajput and Mughal rulers both before and after the institution of the Khalsa in 1699. The development in Punjab was different from other regions. Zakaria Khan, the governor of Lahore, had tried to establish an independent political system in Punjab. Just underline, Zakaria Khan, the governor of Lahore, he tried to establish an independent political system in Punjab, but he failed mainly because of struggle of the Sikh for independent political authority. After the death of Guru Gobind Singh in 1708, the Khalsa rose into revolt against the Mughal authority. Under Banda Bahadur's leadership, declared the sovereign rule by striking coins in the name of Guru Nanak Dev and Guru Gobind Singh and established their own administrations between the Satluj and the Yamuna. Banda Bahadur was arrested in 1715 and executed in 1716. Okay, so here the Zakira Khan, he tried to consolidated his position, and he tried to establish an independent state or political system in Punjab, but he was failed. Why? Because the Sikh because of the Sikh and the Sikh gurus and their struggle for the attainment of independent political authority, right? Now, after the death of Guru Gobind Singh in 1708, the Khalsa rose. Khalsa is an institution of the Sikh, right? So that Khalsa rose in revolt against the Mughal authority, Mughal power, Mughal emperor under Banda Bahadur leadership, and declared their sovereign rule by striking coins in the name of Guru Nanak Dev and Guru Gobind Singh and established their own administration between the Satluj and the Yamuna. So what they did to made an independent authority, or to establish an independent political authority system, what they did under the leadership of Banda Bahadur, what they did, they minted a coin in the name of Guru Gobind Singh and Guru Nanak Dev, right? Okay, and they declared themselves as a sovereign state, and after that they declared themselves as an independent state, right? So after that, they established an administration near the area between the Satluj and the Yamuna. Now, Banda Bahadur was arrested in 1715 and he was executed. He was killed in 1760, right? Okay. Afterwards, the Sikh organized themselves into numerous small and highly mobile jat. So they made small groups, and which they were highly mobile. Mobile means movable, right? And posed serious challenge and posed serious revolt or challenge against the Mughal imperial authority, Mughal emperor. The foreign invasion from Persian and Afghan, the Mantha incursion, that means attack from Mantha, the internal rivalry, internal conflicts, right? In the provincial administration created a very fluid situation in Punjab, which helped the Sikh to consolidate their base. So because of external attack to Punjab and the civil war, or we can say the internal rivalry, internal crisis were going on. So because the situation was very highly like fluid situation was there, right? So unstable situation was there. So that made, or that helped the Sikh to establish their supremacy, or to consolidate their base in Punjab, right? Okay, in the second half of the 18th century, the different Sikhs had regrouped themselves into 12 larger regional confederacies. So confederacies means it's a union of people. So 12 larger regional union of people, or a group, was formed, which is also known as missals, right? So under the leadership of various chieftains, right? And the process towards the establishment of an autonomous state. So autonomous state means an independent state was completed, or became complete, only under the leadership of Ranjit Singh at the beginning of the 19th century. So this is how Bengal emerged as an independent state, right, children? Okay. Now next is Mysore. After the fall of Vijayanagar Empire, the kingdom of Mysore emerged as an independent state. Later on, it accepted nominal overlordship of the Mughals, but it took advantage of the defeat of the Mughals at the hands of Nadir Shah and asserted its independence. Mysore had grown in strength under the leadership of powerful rulers like Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. Ruled from 1761 to 1782, and his son Tipu Sultan ruled from 1782 to 1799. But in 1767, Mysore confronted with the East India Company. So there were several reasons why Mysore had to confront with the British Company, East India Company. So several reasons are there. Let's discuss these reasons for the like why Mysore confronted with the East India Company. Four wars were fought between East India Company and Mysore, and the last one became the fatal one. Why? Because fatal to the Mysore rulers, Tipu Sultan, because he had lost his life in that war, as well as he had to follow or adopt the subsidiary system, right? So let's talk about this. Why did the East India Company confront with Mysore? Mysore controlled the profitable trade of the Malabar coast, where the company purchased paper and cardamom, right? So Mysore was that coastal region where the company purchased or got paper and cardamom in a profitable price. In 1785, Tipu Sultan stopped the export of sandalwood, paper, cardamom through the ports of his kingdom, and disallowed local merchants from trading with the company. So what he did, Tipu Sultan, in 1785, he disallowed, or he stopped the export of these cardamom, paper, and your sandalwood, right? He stopped the export of these spices to the company. Third, Tipu Sultan had also established a close relationship with the French in India and modernized his army with their help. So we know that the English company and the French, they were rivalries, right? So they were a rivalry. That means Tipu Sultan had established a close friendship with the French, right? And he modernized his army in that base with the help of the French. So the company saw Tipu Sultan and Hyder as ambitious and arrogant and dangerous rulers who had to be controlled and crushed. So English company, they thought that Tipu Sultan and Hyder Ali, who had a great relation with the, or friendly relation with the French, saw Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan as a rivalries, right, or as an enemies. So they were the English company or the English they thought that Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan were very ambitious, arrogant, and dangerous rulers. So that they thought that these rulers to be crushed or suppressed or to be controlled, right? Now, 4 wars were fought with Mysore, that is from 1767 to 1769, 1780 to 1784, 1790 to 92, and 1799. So 4 wars were fought with the Mysore and between Mysore and the British Company. At last, in the Battle of Srirangapatnam, the company ultimately got a victory. Tipu Sultan was killed defending his capital, Srirangapatnam. Mysore was placed under the former ruler dynasty of the Vadoyers, and a subsidiary alliance was imposed on the state. So as I told you, what is subsidiary system? According to the subsidiary system, some revenue or the revenue or the subsidy had to be paid by the Indian rulers, because according to subsidiary system, or whosoever accepted that subsidiary system, the Indian rulers had to pay subsidy, had to pay tax to the British Company for maintaining the British army, right, maintaining their army. So after the death of Tipu Sultan, the power was handed over to the former ruler of the Vadoyers, and this subsidiary alliance was imposed on the state, imposed on Mysore. Right, children? Okay. So children, I'll take your leave now. After watching this video, you just go through your book, read out the chapter, because reading is must. Unless until you try yourself to understand, you'll not come to know, right? So that's all for the day. Thank you.